On these critical machines that can mean the difference between life and death.
For those hardest hit by coronavirus, a ventilator can be the only hope.
My husband would have died without a ventilator.
Yep.
45-year-old Chris Tillett from Connecticut was on one for 10 days.
I had no clue what they had done. I was down so low that all I knew was I had a 10-day long crazy dream. They've got you knocked out and sedated.
Putting someone on a ventilator is not like flipping a switch and turning on your car. Intubating somebody is a high-risk scenario where you're taking over their breathing from their body.
We're going to go in to intubate a patient, and at this time we need to be fully prepared with our PPE.
Intubating a COVID patient is also one of the riskiest moments for healthcare workers themselves.
An intubation tube is like a really, really wide straw. It's about a centimeter in diameter, and you're putting that into someone's lungs. That actually creates a direct conduit to like a geyser of the virus back out the tube.
That's my team in there. That's my family, and they're doing that. I'm scared, but that's what we all signed up for.
Leslie Schlachter is an advanced practice provider at Mount Sinai. Her team normally works in neurosurgery, but in this crisis, it's all hands on deck.
They have been in intensive care units, quickly learning or relearning from school what all of this means and how to execute it.
What is that like, being thrown into this situation and having to learn like this under the gun?
You know, a lot of people say, well, just get the hospital ventilators and we can save lives. And it's not all about the ventilator. It's about everyone behind the ventilator.
Kelly May is a nurse in Michigan.
The other night I was helping take care of a ventilator patient, and I stood on the other side of glass doors, and I just took some time and watched him and thought, what was his story? What's his family like? Unfortunately, yesterday afternoon, he passed away at the age of 45.
The longer patients are on a ventilator, the harder it can be to get them off. Tillett credits the doctors and nurses for getting him back home to his 5-month-old twins.
They did a lot of things, just small little things that they didn't have to do. They could have just been clinical, and that's it. But they made sure that they made me feel human, and they gave me encouragement to continue on.
Success stories like his are what they fight for. Stephanie Gosk, NBC News, New York.
And part of the first line of defense in this fight are disinfectants. Our Katie Beck tonight on a product that claims to kill the virus on surfaces for up to 3 months.
Coronavirus has taken New Jersey's Hudson Regional Hospital to the brink.
Our ICU is full. Our emergency department is full, and we're seeing patients in the hallway.
So now this hospital, in an effort to protect staff and patients, is the first to use a product its CEO tells us he believes can disinfect surface areas long term.
We've disinfected the emergency department completely.
Even ambulances sprayed with a chemical treatment process whose maker claims it disinfects for 70 to 90 days.
It actually bonds to a surface, and that bonding creates a very, very long-lasting disinfection that can go for months.
Since 2015, the company NanoVapor has used an existing chemical disinfectant, already approved by the EPA, against bacteria and germs, spraying large areas, typically things like fuel storage tanks, with a tiny nano layer that coats and blocks surfaces. NanoVapor says their product will work against coronavirus too.
As people come back to their regular lives, they're going to want to be reassured that the surface they're touching has been disinfected and has a long-lasting effect.
The company says large public spaces like train stations and airports could benefit from its disinfectant, and they work fast. They say a space as large as Union Station in Washington, D.C. could be treated in just a number of hours.
The product's base chemical has been approved and deemed safe for humans by the EPA, though the agency tells us it has not tested the company's claim that the product reduces germs by more than 99% for 70 days, or that it works against COVID-19. Countries like China, Spain, and South Korea already spraying high-traffic public spaces with various disinfectants. The race now on to figure out the best way to keep all of us safe. Katie Beck, NBC News, Washington.
Up next, a hero providing a lifeline to those in need.